What is up, everybody on YouTube, everybody that's on my social networks watching this? What's up, everybody? Coop here to give you a review of Lucha Underground Season 3, Episode 5. We are into the first 5 episodes of this season. And once again, I loved this episode of Lucha Underground. What episode of Lucha Underground have you not liked yet? I'm not sure if there even is one. It's impossible right now. It's just the style that they're doing with this is just fantastic, and I'm just loving it. Every episode, I'm always tuning in, and so that is why I want to keep doing reviews for Lucha Underground. So let's start off, everybody. Let's break it down. The beginning of the episode. Start off with Dario's Dial of Doom. Once again, everybody's favorite new game show where Dario spins the wheel and whatever luchador it lands on gets a title match with his brother Matanza Cueto. And he spun the wheel, and this time it landed on Prince Puma, the very first Lucha Underground champion. It's going to be fitting to see these two go at it. And, you know, Dario already hyping up how he was the very first Lucha Underground champion, but he's saying that his brother Matanza is the greatest champion of all time. So that was the beginning of the episode. Start off with that, and then we get to our first match of the evening. Ivelisse is back for a match, and she is against Mariposa. That's Marty the Moth's sister, and Marty the Moth was even ringside for this match. And just like Vampiro and Matt Stryker were saying, that they just went through a brutal match with Killshot. And yet there he is next to the ring. So he is a true worker, man. So much respect for Marty the Moth. And let's break it down how this match went. First of all, got to give shout out to Ivelisse with the hair. You know, she's got this fiery red going. Looks pretty good on her. I would say that. Most of the match was basically reversals and chokes, and yeah, it looked like Mariposa was in charge of the whole match, and it looked like she wanted to do submissions and chokes on Ivelisse, and Marty the Moth interfered throughout the whole match, basically, where it's just Marty took ever shots at Ivelisse wherever he could, even tried kissing her. Bit slap by Ivelisse on him. That got him rowdy, and so Mariposa is still like distracted the ref from time to time, and Marty the Moth took advantage of those situations where he can choke on her on the ropes, and you know, he's a creepy bastard. That's what he is, man. And match ended with a sunset flip powerbomb. Other people call it Code Red by Ivelisse, getting another 1-2-3 pin on Mariposa. And then after the match, Marty the Moth came in and started giving her the pounding. Not literally pounding, but and even Vampiro, I think, even did a little mess up while on commentary where he said, "Man, Ivelisse is taking a spanking." He didn't say spanking, but you could tell he was about to say spanking. Instead, he cut himself off and said he's taking a beating rather than a spanking. So that's how that ended. We're basically it looked like it's going to be a future match, and can't wait to see those two go at it again. Next scene. Dario is in his office. He's on a phone call with somebody, and it's knocked on the door. In comes Johnny Mundo again. Once again, Johnny Mundo is demanding that he gets a title shot. He's getting more and more frustrated each week how he's not getting his title shot. And even mentioning in their last match how Sexy Star, he even asked for a match against Sexy Star for the Gift of the Gods Championship. And because he mentioned that Sexy Star lost the match that they'd had last time, and Dario goes, "You're right. She did lose and did take the pin, but it was Jack Evans who pinned her." So Dario Cueto gives a Gift of the Gods title match to Jack Evans against Sexy Star. Johnny Mundo, a little bit upset, walks out of the room. He looked like he was about to say something again. Dario just kept writing away. And then Johnny Mundo stormed out. So it's going to be interesting down the road what's going to be happening with Johnny Mundo? When is he going to get his title match? His name is on Dario's Dial of Doom. We will mention that I have seen Johnny Mundo's name on there. It just has not gotten to that point yet. So waiting to see about Johnny Mundo's future title match. Next scene. Interesting little promo that they had here. What is White Rabbit? I don't know what this White Rabbit thing is. And even in the text on the promo, it said, they will be here soon. So is it not just one person? Is it like a trio maybe that are going to be going for the trios titles? That could be a possibility. But what is White Rabbit? Leave some comments below, and I want to hear from you guys. I'll even go live on YouTube and check here to see if anybody's written in here. We do have a few people watching live, so thank you very much. Write some comments down if you guys are watching live. And I want to hear from you guys. What is White Rabbit? What is that? Next match, Texano versus Cage, best of 5 series, and this is match number 2. Very, very exciting match. We got... for big guys like them, they're high flyers. It's pretty incredible to see these guys do some high-flying moves, man. Most of the match, it was hard-hitting with Texano in control of most of the match. First, they went to the outside, did some moves on the outside. We're basically just throwing Cage on the ground into the post. Basically, Texano was in charge of this whole match with his kicks. He's a very hard hitter. Cage got like maybe 9 or 10 moves in this whole match, even some moonsault. Cage is pretty friggin' awesome for a big guy doing all these high flips. There's a moonsault and that, man, it's pretty impressive to see what these big guys can do. And Texano was basically, once again, more aggressive throughout this whole match, but it was Cage, once again, who got the victory. And now he leads the series 2-0 over Texano. So I'm guessing what it's leading to is maybe they're going to give the next 2 matches to Texano to get him back in the series. But what is the prize that's going to be at the end of this series? And because we all know Dario Cueto's full of surprises of what he's going to give the winner. I mean, I've been trying to watch everybody else's podcasts that they do on Lucha Underground here, and people are suggesting it's going to be nothing. It's gonna be the big surprise. Dario's just gonna screw them both over of the ultimate prize, and it was just a good 5 matches for 5 matches or something like that. I could see that happening. Dario screwing both of them over, and just wanted to see good wrestling between these two. Okay, well then, next scene we have Ivelisse is in the locker room, and her new lover shows up, and surprisingly, it's Solomon Crow from NXT. Solomon Crow is now in Lucha Underground, except his name is Jeremiah, and the character he's playing is basically a shitty boyfriend of Ivelisse, where he shows up late. He said that he wanted to be there for the match, but he was expecting that Ivelisse was going to be in the main event. The classic shitty boyfriend that doesn't really give a shit about his girl and just, expects him to get whatever he wants. So it's going to be interesting to see his character be on Lucha Underground. And basically he looks at Ivelisse, is like, are you hurt? Are you hurt? Who's been touching my girl? Nobody touches my girl. What a fucking cocky asshole, man. And so that's going to be leading up probably to a match between Mariposa and Marty the Moth, between Jeremiah and Ivelisse. Tag team action going on there. But basically, Ivelisse said he wanted nothing to do with Jeremiah joining the temple, because Jeremiah says the door's open to any fighter that wants to join. Ivelisse doesn't want him to join, but he doesn't give a shit. He's still going to join anyways. And then she just wants to get out of there. Let's go for a drink. And Jeremiah pulls out a little flask. Looks pretty goddamn old school. It's like one of those ones that you see when the guys are in a fucking desert and they have to have things of water. That's what it looked like this little flask was, man. So he takes a fucking swig and then just like, why wait when you can have it now? And then Ivelisse goes, well, I guess I'm driving. Well, the classic shitty boyfriend. And then we get to the main event. Prince Puma versus Matanza. And I'm already interested to see how this match was going to happen. Vampiro at the beginning was saying that, you know, Puma is still looking like he needs guidance. He's broken, and he needs somebody to help him guide along the way. Prince Puma's been doing a lot of attitude lately, how he wants to do everything by himself. He feels like he's stronger that way, but who knows? Prince Puma is the friggin' man. He's the very first Lucha Underground champion. He likes to do it his own way. Whenever Conan left, that's when basically this attitude change has happened to him. Great match. Absolutely love this match. Basically, it was a high flyer in speed versus power, and it went back and forth, man. They both took turns between each other. It looked like Matanza did a lot of power moves, basically just throwing Puma into the barricades. Really strong moves by Matanza. And for people that don't even know Matanza's history, he can still do like backflip moonsaults or standing moonsaults. So Matanza still has the ability to do these awesome flexible moves that you won't see from a big guy. Only Lucha Underground that you would see this stuff, man. Prince Puma really did a lot of easy moves for him. He just makes moves so easy. The standing shooting star press, he did that like 2 times, I think. One off like the ramp onto the ground where Matanza was. He makes it look so damn easy, man. It's just, he's a freaking awesome guy. And he even did a 619. He learned some skills from the Rey Mysterio match. He did a 619 on Matanza, man. And basically one of the most impressive things that what happened is basically Puma lifting up Matanza, doing like sitting like Matanza was on the ground. Prince Puma lifts him with just pure power, lifting Matanza off the ground. Amazing suplex. With the amount of power behind Prince Puma, man, it's just, it was incredible to watch that in general. For such a big guy to be lifted up like that, kudos to Prince Puma, man. That was incredible to see. And then basically Prince Puma had him on the edge with big kicks. Down goes Matanza. Then he wants to do a 630 off the ropes. Hits the 630. That means the match should be already over right there after he hit that, because that's such an incredible move to watch. Out comes Mil Muertes. Spears him. And basically, the ref was going to call for the bell. Dario Cueto says right away, no DQ. No DQ. This is a no DQ match. The ref didn't know what to do because Dario Cueto's in control, man. So Mil Muertes stays in the ring, does a flatliner on Prince Puma, and then gets outside the ring. Matanza and Mil Muertes do a little stare down. Obviously, that's going to lead to another future match between those two. Maybe even a triple threat would be pretty cool to watch between those three. And then hits the gift of the Wrath of the Gods. I believe that's what Gift of the Gods is, the championship belt. Wrath of the Gods is what it's called, where he just flips him over on the side, basically gets it 1, 2, 3 while still looking at Mil Muertes, staring him down. So I could definitely tell there's tension between these three people. I'm really anxious to see if there's going to be a triple threat down the road between these three, man. So that was the end of that match. Unfortunately, Prince Puma did not win the Lucha Underground Championship. Matanza retains over Prince Puma. And then we get to the final scene of Lucha Underground in this episode, where we see Killshot lifting weights, and then we see an above shot, friggin' sleazy Joey Ryan, man, with this fucking little lollipop sucking away, and just every time. So Killshot looks at him and is like, "Can I help you?" And Joey Ryan's like, "No, not really, but I can help you." Gives him an envelope, and Killshot has no idea what this is. And then Joe Ryan goes like, "What do I look like, a detective?" Well, we know that he's a detective, but none of the other luchadors do, except for Dario. He's the only one that knows that he's an underground cop, and Cortez Castro, obviously. So Killshot opens this envelope, and it says with little rips, maybe a little burn marks, and that looks pretty old school. It says, "You left me for dead." What could this mean? Does this mean that we all know Killshot's backstory? Obviously, he must have been in the war or something like that. And, you know, people are saying that this could be somebody that he's related to that was in the war. I'm pretty excited to see where this is going to go. I don't know who this must be. Maybe it's the friggin' White Rabbit for all we care, man. But either way, there's going to be an interesting storyline for Killshot for many more episodes in this season. I'm very anxious about where this envelope came from, who it was that delivered the envelope to Killshot, well, to Joey Ryan. And then that's basically it. That was the recap of this episode of Lucha Underground. I loved it. I'm gonna keep doing these reviews for you guys, and once again, shout out to Finny Massaro, Lucha Underground, man. You know I'm repping you pretty hardcore here in Canada. If it's your first time here, guys, make sure you're subscribed to my podcast channel because I give everybody a follow back, and make sure you subscribe to my channel, because my goal is to reach 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year. That would be awesome if we do it. And I'm also going to be doing a draw because we hit over 500 subscribers. And the only way that you could be entered in this free t-shirt, you see that t-shirt behind me? We also have brand new t-shirts on my channel. See this one right behind me? It says, "Keep calm and let's make a deal." Brand new Coop's Corner podcast t-shirts are out. And you know, that's one of my things. I like making deals with people. So let's make a deal. You guys leave comments below on my videos. You can subscribe, and I will do the favor of giving you guys shout outs. You guys will be entered in draws once a month for a t-shirt and that. Let's help growing this channel. And thank you once again, Lucha Underground, the Lucha Clique, the Lucha Fam, everybody that's involved with Lucha Underground, for being the best wrestling program on television today. I know NXT fans are wondering, you know, NXT's up there, but you know, to me, Lucha Underground, by far my favorite wrestling program on TV today. So thank you guys for watching my preview, and until next week, everybody, have a great day, eh?